Mr. May, I'm the industrial tech teacher here at Keokuk High School. We teach welding from beginning skills to advanced with the emphasis in pipe welding and an apprenticeship during your junior and senior year. I also teach carpentry and woodworking skills, which we also have a pre-apprenticeship if you want to become a union carpenter. We can take care of that and help you get into it. Whether it's union or non-union, if that's something you're seeking out, we have plenty of business partners in the area that we can talk to and help you find out what niche is good for you.
Okay, wait for next question. What is your favorite thing about welding / woodworks?
The funny thing is now that I have a love for them both, even though my major background is carpentry.
Yeah.
But creating stuff out of both materials and putting them together. So making a tabletop and then making a metal base, just like we did for the conference room upstairs by the counselor's offices. It's something that you see it going through the process as you're creating it, and the end result is something that you did. And that's the same way that I know that my students feel. They get to see it as they go from the raw material to the end product.
Yeah, that's good. What made you want to get into teaching?
Well, I was a phys ed health teacher at first. I did that for 11 years. And then I became an administrator. I was an assistant principal in Illinois, and they had budget cuts and they cut my job. So I went to work as a commercial carpenter, and as I was doing that, I was like, well, I like building stuff and I like teaching. Why don't I look for something in industrial tech?
Yeah.
So this job opened up, and I've been here 7 years now, and I love it. It was tough because I had to take all the classes, but it was well worth it, and it just being able to make the difference in their lives and teaching them a skill they can use forever. That's the biggest thing and why I do it.
Yeah. Have you ever had something gone wrong in welding class?
Major occurrence that shut everything down or anything. We'll have things that all of a sudden they'll stop working and not knowing why. We had a brand new welder, and we're welding with MIG gun, and the gas isn't coming out, and it looks like popcorn on there, and it was like, well, what the heck's going on? But nothing that we couldn't fix by getting a new part.
Yeah.
And then the only thing I'd say that really had occurred in the wood side was I had a student my second year, first semester, almost cut his finger off on the miter saw because we have a protocol that anything you cut, you have to have 8 to 12 inches on to that number. And he decided to try and cut something 4 inches wide, and he couldn't hold on to it, and it took his finger up into the saw blade.
But didn't cut it off.
No, he didn't cut it off, but there was blood.
Oh, that ain't good.
Stitches. So, but that's about it. I mean, that's the one reason why safety is a big aspect.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why a lot of people don't understand why I'm so strict, because of the fact that there are things that can hurt yourself or others in our area.
Okay. What was one of the best welds that you have seen done by a student?
Well, to be honest with you, in the past couple of years, 2 years, there's been 3 one of my seniors this year, as we call it, stacking dimes with 60-10s. It's probably one of the better ones that I've ever seen come out of here, besides some from a senior last year with his vertical up, 60-10s and 70-18s. You know, just because it looks beautiful doesn't mean it totally works, especially in welding. It can look pretty, but it's not a perfect weld.
It could like break easily.
Yeah, it doesn't have proper fusion, doesn't have the legs and feet are the wrong size, but I mean, that's what we practice on, and that's what we teach, is to make sure that that stuff doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But I've had, 3 students in the past 2 years have become exceptional welders, and I'm very proud of that.
Yeah. Okay. How many more years do you think you'll keep doing this for?
Let's see, I'll be 47, at least a good 20.
Good 20?
Yeah. I tell my wife all the time I'll work probably until I'm dead, but that's just the way I am. I mean, as long as it's still fulfilling for myself, and I still have the joy in doing it.
Yeah. Okay, last one. Do you enjoy your job?
I do. You know, I get to especially some of my students, especially in my apprenticeship and my capstone 2 classes, get to know them more, and it brings out their inner side, and that's what and I still have kids that were in my welding classes come back, visit, let me know what they're doing, how their jobs are going.
Yeah.
As long as it's still fulfilling, as long as I can reach 1 or 2 kids and that creates a passion for them, that's what makes it exciting.
Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
What is your plan for Athol High School?
Oh, haven't decided fully yet. Probably gonna go weld somewhere. Not sure if I want to travel yet.
Do you want to go to college, or do you just like...
No college for me.
Okay, next
Not for me.
question. What is the most beneficial thing you learn from these classes?
Be patient and try your best to perfect what you're doing.
Yeah, that's good. Do you have any struggles for underclassmen when it comes to choosing classes?
Listen to the teacher.